Hello, stamping friends. This is Amy. I'm going to make a fun little card here for Christmas. The paper I'm using is Meadow Moss, and I'm using the new embossing folder. It's hammered metal, and I'm going to do mine with the cherry cobbler cardstock and the copper hammered metal piece. And so let's just get started on making this card. Okay, so we've got these pieces that are from the Stitch Nested Label Dies. I've got one in the Whisper White and one in the Moss color. And the first thing I did was I took the Meadow Moss Green and I stamped out some of these sprigs. Just kind of go on each side. And then I put in, I just figured a nice little acorn would look really nice. So I took and stamped that in espresso. Early espresso, I mean. Put that in there. Then I used the Thinking of You at Christmas from the Itty Bitty Christmas stamp set. It's really cute. It's got a lot of nice little sayings in there. So I picked out the Thinking of You at Christmas. And I'm using the Cherry Cobbler ink. And I'm just going to stamp that right in the middle. And then in the Peaceful Bows stamp set, there's these little dots kind of add to it. That's where I'm using the sprig and the pine cone. So again, I used the Cherry Cobbler, and I'm just going to add those neat, cute little dots to give it a little pizzazz there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my adhesive and I'm going to glue that to my paper. That's a little bigger to kind of give it a little frame. And I kind of jumped the gun. I already adhered this hammered metal paper on there. I kind of forgot I was going to do this video, so I did that already. I am taking this paper, I'm going to put it on with the dimensionals. And that'll give it a little bit of lift. This is a really fun set to use, the Peaceful Bows, and it's beautiful. I love the fonts with this. We're also going to make an inside to this card. So what I did is I just kind of brought it over a little bit because I'm going to put those acorn or the pine cones on there. So to make these pine cones, what I did is I stamped with the Memento Black onto soft suede cardstock, and I just fussy cutted them out, and I put a dimensional on the back, and that'll give it a little bit of a lift as well. And I did 2 of those, and then I had a little ribbon, and I made a little bow, and I put it on a little glue dot. I'm just going to add that down to the bottom there, give it just a little bit of prettiness there. Okay, let's work on the inside of this card. Now, this is what I ended up coming up with, kind of a pretty inside using some of the Cherry Cobbler red to kind of accent, you know, for the cardstock there. So we'll start with that. This pretty sentiment comes from the Peaceful Bows stamp set. I'm just going to stamp that in there with the Cherry Cobbler. Okay. And again, I'm just using the same little sprigs, and I just kind of put them in on the side here to add a little prettiness to this festive card. Doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be a certain way, just to get them in there. And then again, the pine cones in the Early Espresso. This card really, it just screams, it just wants the pine cones. All right, so now we'll put some adhesive on the back of this. And I'll put it on the inside of our card here. Just kind of center that. And there you have it. A pretty Christmas card. It's not hard to do, just very fun to do actually. If you need any of these supplies, just let me know. I'd appreciate it, and I would love your business. Have a great day. Bye-bye.